Hey, how's it going, everybody? Getting started here nice and early today, not as long of an intro. But yeah, today, simply just going to be doing track of the day AT grinding, and that's pretty much it. Once the track of the day releases, though, we'll hop onto that. But in the meantime, the next hour and 45 minutes, pretty much just going to be that AT grinding. Last stream, we also did some, and it went fairly well. I think we got like 9 or something in the last stream, so not too bad there. This is actually a pretty recent track of the day. Almost 9,000 people with this one. Holy moly. That's kind of crazy. I haven't seen one that high in a very long time. Like, where does that fall in the ranks of like all time? I mean, it's pretty high up there. Since it's so new as well, like having 9,000 already within a week. It's like, what, maybe like top 40 all time? That's pretty crazy. But let's go get it right away. I did see a little bit of this track. It's tech. Pretty sure that's it. So I don't necessarily have to drive it well. Maybe I have to drive it better than I am right now. I don't know. We'll see. It's getting warmed up, though. Oh, yeah, then there's the Zoop there. I saw that. Okay, you're just way too fast there. But AT first try, beat it by almost a second. Yeah, that is certainly a track. I mean, maybe if I played it more, it would feel way less awkward, but every single drift there, I pretty much screwed up. It kind of just felt like everything came out of nowhere, and there was no real great setup or tell. But whatever. Now we're jumping back to 2022. I got baited by that route. So far, not the smoothest feeling track. That's the finish there, okay. I mean, we only need half a second from our PB that I guess we set almost 3 years ago. Wonder how long I played this track back then to get that time. This was what? It was 9, so this is September of 22, so I was playing the game for about 2 months, just a little over 2 months at that point. That turn there is very strange. This whole track just doesn't feel good, quite honestly. How did I lose so much time at the end there? Lost like a tenth just going in like a straight line. Odd. It's only a little bit more. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing 2 seconds here. Okay, there's a cut, so that makes sense. That makes sense why I feel slow here. I'm not going to go for the cut. I can definitely get it without it. Not a great turn there. Should have more exit speed here. Great. Got a gear where I probably shouldn't have. I think something interesting we could do is maybe see what the community sentiment on a track like this was back then. So I could look at the track of the day bot in Discord. Also take a look at Reddit. See what people were feeling back then and compare it to how people maybe feel about a track like this today. It's a pretty good turn there. Late gear up. Should be enough. Alright, so Woodhammer by ASCII. Let's do this and let's take a look here. Ratings for wood. Was it 2 words or 1 word? 2 words. So the community gave this a plus 0.5, so right on the dot for a plus. Any lower would have been a neutral, which seems fair to me. The funny thing is, though, 9, I guess I could put this. Does that even show up here? .5. The funny thing is to me, though, 9 triple minus ratings. And when you compare that to yesterday, 33 at triple minus, 21 minus, 25 minus. There's obviously not as many votes, like half as many votes back then. So there's that. Let me pull up. Let me, here, let me do this. Can't leak anything. That's fine. You can see what subreddits I'm in. I'm not in many. Right. Let's see. Would make sure it's on. No, don't include NSFW results just in case. Woodhammer. Hey, how's it going, Grim? All right, community sentiment on Reddit for this track. They edit the medal times. Maybe they're made easier. This feels like maybe it would have been a 44 golds. Cool grass track fortunately has cuts. Yeah, I mean that's probably why the rating was also just barely a plus because of the cuts. Not really a whole lot of talk about the track. I guess I should have kept that up. So next track, I don't have to do that same thing. Like the wallpaper, gold is usually 6 lower than author. 6%. I have no idea on the numbers. All right, let's keep this up here. Let's do that. All right, so that's Woodhammer. Next up, we have Green Belts by Pecorenzo. Pecorenzo usually does like dirt tracks. This is a grass track. Interesting. When was this from? Track of the day, 2021, 5-5. I've played this one? Huh. So I didn't start playing the game till 2022, so I don't know when I played this track. We need 2 seconds on our PB. Yeah, the Shadow of the Erdtree walkout moment is so stunning to look at. Both the walkout moments from Elden Ring, the DLC and the main game, were pretty fun. The anticipation really just made it even better. Maybe less so for the Erdtree, but I'm looking forward to the new Elden Ring game. It's kind of a whole different type of thing, which should be pretty interesting. I I don't know if you want that outside line there, because yeah, you get a super poor setup for that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Guess it's just Leviathan. Sadly, you don't have friends. Played the Night Rain beta. Seems like it would be really fun with friends. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole goal of it is just for co-op. There is single player, but doesn't seem like it's really geared towards that. Oh, interesting start there. Yeah, no outside line, and you drop the gear. Super inside with a release there. Very interesting. Alright, Leviathan says, love your 2 comments. Saw you streaming, thought I'd drop by. Well, appreciate you coming by. And hey, I'm new here. Is there any way to find out which tracks have the easiest ATs? If you're on PC and you have Open Planets, you can get this Better Track of the Day plugin and sort by how many people have the ATs. Otherwise, there is a website. Let me get this link for you. Yeah, Author Tracker. If you go here, you can sort by number of ATs. And that should do it. I need to jump further right there. No, dang it. Would have been it too. Little bit of an awkward track. A little wide there, but that should be it. It sure is. Alright. Alright, green belt. This should have ratings. And Reddit as well. Why does this recheck? Green belt. Only 2 comments. Such an enjoyable track, was able to learn a lot by looking at pro ghosts. Alright, yeah, not a whole lot there. As far as the Discord, there's probably not going to be very many votes here. Or none? I thought the bot was before that. No, it was actually like, I think it's like July 20th or something. Yeah. All right. So there's going to be no bot rating. Oh, well. So not a lot to say about that one. As far as other people's opinions, I thought it was all right. Maybe with some more time on it, would feel a little less awkward. All right. So another grass track. Maybe with tech in here. Lucid Dreams featuring Soul Drinker by Slow Dodo. Well, that was a complete bait. I thought the arrow wanted me to go to the right there, not here. Wait, when was this? December 29th of last year. So magnets, wood. Oh. That was hard to see that turn there. Oh, Jesus. All right, very fast track. Hard to read track. Man, that's tough. You pretty much have to be on the left there. Dang it. Too much of the... Pretty sure it's penalty grass there, and I'm not making that. I don't think Cam 2 is going to be very good, especially on like the quick turnaround wood parts and the magnet part. Don't really like Cam 1 here either because of the angles. I think I'm gonna have to stick to Cam 3. Really slow. You almost have to cut a little bit of the grass there. And then you have to be very inside there. How's it going, Atomic? Welcome. I'm doing all right. I don't know how much I like this track right now. It very much seems like you have to be on like one line for the entire track. And if you're off that line, you literally just can't drive it. Ah, I wish I didn't get that checkpoint. So the track of the day where servers went down. Interesting. Maybe that's why I saw nothing of it. Nope, not on the outside, so yeah, not getting that turn. The AT here is obviously not too bad. I mean, 2,700 people have it. I think it's just like get one clean run and you probably get the AT. Getting a clean run isn't the easiest. Thought the turn was earlier. Two inside for that. Need another 0.4 there. Again, got air there. Ah, man, I was pushing it so hard there. Close. Terrible line, but we got a little bit more speed. No, terrible. Should be it. I feel like I'm missing something there. 2 seconds behind. Gotta be some trickster here. Just super inside at the start. They go super low and early there. I was never going wide enough there either. I kept trying, but it's hard to set up. Jump aggressively super inside there. Big grass, yeah, there's no way. You're just way too fast to take that outside. Talking about that one there. All right, let's see what we got here. Reddit, I don't even remember what this track was called. Lucid Daydreams. Probably just gonna be people complaining about the servers being down. if it was. So maps always legs at the start. Can't see here the start countdown. Interesting. Server's dead. Can't play. Couldn't get into qualifier. Cool map. It looks like people actually mostly enjoyed it. That's surprising. And it got 0.8 here. Also surprising. People like the fast track. All right, next up we got Reckless by Rogue Dawn. Very short track. That is not a drift. Yeah, I can't say I cared for it all that much. What is that surface? The fuck? It's like a road, but when you drive onto it, it feels super slippery. It feels almost like dirt. Wow, it's not a drift. This is just full speed. Oh. Just going blind into the rest of the track here. That's not a good wall ride exit. You need to take this so low somehow. All right. Interesting track. Not your typical full speed. Gonna be slow. That's gonna be into a wall. Wait, there's got to be a cut here. The world record is a 30.0 basically. So yeah, this is definitely a cut track for sure. Didn't even see that. AT 36.8. Where could there be a cut? Start here. I don't think you can really cut much at the beginning. Too many checkpoints, nothing really close to each other. Last checkpoint is right there. And the next checkpoint is right here. That is a very long time with no checkpoints. So grab this. And you probably just cut between there. Also seems like there's a long way here with no checkpoints. You got that one. And yeah, that's the last checkpoint. So what if that's not the cuts? You grab this checkpoint, then like cut this way? Is there any way up? Guess you don't really have to go up if you can just go right through here. We'll take a look at the world record after I get this. It seems like there's potential for 2 different cuts here. I keep forgetting in this turn. It's just such a wide open space that doesn't really compute. Very abnormal. I forget that too, man. Comes up so quickly, like you go into the camera and then it turns like boom right there. So this, okay. Stay right, and then, oh, I'm gonna go right into the pole with that line. That bounces you so high, though. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Both these cuts could be something. One of them has to be something. Damn it. Late, yeah. Guess I'm just not in the full speed mood today. Struggled on the last one, struggling here. I mean, you kind of just have to guess. So it comes up so quickly. If you're not on time, you're just way too late. I mean, maybe you go for a later one, because it will give you a low jump like that. Instead of just slamming into that wall. Getting a super high bounce. course, I had a tree there. Still, this doesn't save 6 seconds. Like, I'd have to finish right now, basically, to tie the world record. Alright, let's see what they're doing. This seems crazy. Maybe it's both cuts, but you're kind of super slow if you do the early one. Maybe let's do it. They just do it super, super fast. And they are doing the later cut. Man, that's crazy that they took this basically full speed. So, you know, it's a fraction of a second too late, and it's too late to make it in there. Like, you just have to guess when that's coming. Damn. And then blocking that low wall right there, which you almost need with a pole, is kind of ridiculous. So not a huge fan of this one. Multiple cuts and then just not well built. You have to go way higher here than you should. I'm pretty sure this was 2022. Actually, 2021. April 25th. How did I get so high there? Come on. That's crazy. Yeah, these older tracks, like the first year of Track of the Days, were very unpolished. I wouldn't say till like about 2022 was when they started to become more of what they are today. And I'd say from 2023 till now has been all extremely similar stuff. What just happened? Bad line. Yeah, the setups for everything are just not good. It's bad, so, well, I was gonna go for the cup, and then I forgot where the checkpoint was. That's pretty damn clean. We still need 0.2 if we're going for the normal routes. Could be it. Sure is. Okay. Yeah, I was definitely not getting the first cut. There was no way I was going to go for that. The second one was doable, but it was very random, so I really didn't want to mess with that one either. All right. This was called Reckless. Why? Dude, don't include not safe for work results, just in case. Deleted. Yeah, nothing there. I don't know, this might be about the cut. I don't know. Well, pretty much not a whole lot going on there. Next up, we got Bay of Islands. Long track from September 21st of 2020. Got a bunch of 2020 tracks coming up, 3 in a row. Bay of Islands. Well, Not really a great start to this track, just a completely blind section. I have no idea where I'm going. There's no directions for anything. Oh my lord. The lighting is also not great. I don't know why the decision was made to like completely blind you with the sun for like its entire opening parts. Was a jump, and then we got a turn, and then a jump to dirts. Ah, whatever. Let's keep going. We gotta learn this track. I can't see anything, man. Can't see what's the road here and what's not. Look like there's a jump to the left here. Where am I meant to even go here? Where am I going? Am I going on that piece, or am I just going between these rocks? Oh, and I reset. I gotta figure out where I'm going there, because I literally have no idea. What? Did I not drive through there? Alright, this is definitely one of the worst tracks we have played in some time. There's absolutely zero sense of direction, lots of blind turns, just... The sun is blinding you. Holy moly. I could do a bit putting on sunglasses, Batman, but I have polarized sunglasses. And with my screen, it literally just makes it black. Yeah, it's definitely not the greatest track I've ever played here. You know, everyone's got to start somewhere. HDMI MH is a good map maker now, even though they haven't made a map for quite some time. Oh, yeah. AT here, I mean, I only need 4 seconds, which seems like a lot, but it probably isn't. But it might be a lot if I can barely drive the damn track. That's gonna be pretty fast here. Need to jump more from the right side here so I can get this inside line. Let's eat some penalty saying here to slow down because I'm always too fast for that anyway. Forgot what type of turn was there immediately. And I need to jump here to... lost so much time. It's only 2 seconds. I mean, I kind of drove like shit, but it's hard not to drive like shit here. I touch wall there. That's gonna be too wide. Am I missing something somewhere else here? Or like, I just don't get it. They jump so far here. So they skip a lot of the penalty sand that I'm hitting. And here as well. So that'll save me a ton of time if I can just get more speed through those parts. .7 on that, then I had 23 extra speed for this. So that should also shave off a ton of time. I completely botched this part earlier. Still didn't jump far enough to the right. Please give me the AT. Oh, I gotta play it again for 4 thousandths of a second, man. The worst. The absolute worst. Don't go over the edge. Damn it. I felt very slow, but we actually have one more speed. Jump further to the right here, and this will be it for sure. That was one of the tracks of all time. I did not really care for that one, to say the least. Let's see what Reddit thought. Well, that was called what? Bay of something? I don't remember what it was. Bay of Islands. There might not even be one for this old of a track. Ah, there was. I like this one. Beautiful and some good transitions and tricky bits. Island hopping is fun. I also like how the sand bits are effectively speed checks that will kill your time, but not kill your run. I can't say I agree with that. Long penalty sand sections that punish you even more for already being slow would be extremely frowned upon in today's track of the day. It's just not good mapping. But right after that, we have this track is so bad. It is far too sunny. I agree with that. I think this also might be kind of a joke. It makes me hot just sitting here playing it. Makes it seem kind of sarcastic, but we'll see. Also, it has so much sand, it gives me PTSD. I can feel sand between my toes in my shoes. Yeah, this whole thing seems like sarcastic. But unironically, I do agree with some of it. Scenery is gorgeous, the route is fine, but for F's sake, it's the third map in a row that made me lower my resolution, just so I can play it at a decent frame rate. Alright, so some complaints about performance problems. Also, I don't know how well you can read this stuff. Do I have to zoom in here? Track is solid, lag. Very good looking track. Lag. Amazing track. Couldn't get the author meta, but really had a great time. Visual masterpiece, mediocre driving experience. Yeah, I agree. It was a pretty mediocre driving experience. Way too bright, blind turns and jumps. Speed checks were kind of crazy for a track of the day. So, I mean, it seems kind of mixed, but mostly negative. Which honestly seems fine to me. And again, we have another 2020 track here with Desert Fest. All right, it's a short one, 31.684 for the AT here. Okay. Barely making that for whatever reason. Okay. I played this track, obviously. I played a lot of these early tracks. I think I played through, like, I don't know, like March of 21 on a series in my channel. Trying to get all gold medals. So I did play a lot of these early tracks, but hell if I remember them at this point. What is that wall ride? I feel like they changed something with the physics that I'm barely making that now. But I don't know what it would be. I can't see. I might have to turn off my ghost here, otherwise I'm going to get confused. Oh. What on earth? What is this? What is happening? I guess that's supposed to be water? Holy moly. Let's turn off the ghost. I mean, the low jump is definitely working to my advantage. So I get way more speed than I used to. I can barely make this turn, and the wall right after is much worse because I'm too fast. That's a little bit higher. Try to get a super straight exit into this. Just, I was way too fast. I don't even know what I hit there on the side either. All right. That was a way higher jump than we've been getting. I was so slow I couldn't even make it. Like, I'm trying to get that, like, inside line there. Try to get, like, a straighter jump into that. Just feel like, take the ideal wall ride angle. You end up way too wide. Like here, way too far to the left. I'm gonna, yep, hit the shit on the side. So you gotta, like, really bring it back there. Literally braking there to make that. Well, forgot there was a jump there. This will be interesting to see the Reddit on it. Felt pretty good. Still need another couple hundreds. Not sure exactly where I could get 2 seconds to get to the world record pace. Maybe there's like a zoop here. Well, I hit the wall there. That's not good, but we can take this... Well, we could take it a little bit faster, but we ended up not doing that. More speed, but that was a bad turn. Much worse than before, and we're half a second behind already. No zooping on the side there? Why can't I can't make this jump now? Or at least well, like now I'm either not making it or I'm getting way too much air. Maybe left is faster. No, there's no way, because now I gotta go back to the left here. Don't know about this? Actually, I do know about it now. Not bad. Let's check out the world record here, because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing to miss 2 seconds. It seems kind of crazy. Yeah, there's a cut. That makes sense. And that makes sense why so many people have this one as well. Alright. Reddit, we got Desert Fest. "27 comments. Not a big fan of this one. The forest camera change is the centerpiece of the map and it looks neat, but is annoying to drive, especially since it's right before the most technical turn of the map. I do like driving on the water parts. I wonder if there was something there for that texture instead of whatever that black crap was before, so... That's a new low, probably the worst track of the day yet. 30 seconds, most of it doing nothing. 2 weird-ass bounces, 1 absolutely dire camera change after a glider, dirt exits. Ski Freak seems like he's just been trolling in these early days with their comments. Camera ruins the map. Unpopular opinion, really dislike the forest. Probably unpopular opinion, and everyone else has the same opinion. Alright, so people did not like Desert Fest, which is fair. Very strange track. Can't say I enjoyed it all that much. Definitely interesting. Definitely a 2020 track. Now we got another 2020 track with Mango Tango. That's right. I mean, I could almost keep display capture on all the time, but I keep switching between the Trackmania game capture and display capture. I don't know how display capture looks while playing the game. I should test that out in my own time. Where am I going? Ah. Do I wish I didn't get that checkpoint because I don't know if I need to drift that turn or not. Definitely need to drift that one a little bit. Even more than that. Did not have to drift that one that much, and because I did, I crashed. Yeah, I can probably full speed that. All right, neither 1.5 seconds there. Drifted that again, didn't really have to. This one you do need to drift a little bit. This, you don't have to drift at all. That would have been pretty close to AT there. Needed like another 0.3. Nah, you actually might have to drift that one a tiny bit. That was going to be too high, I think, anyway. Bad turn. Dang it. That's the hardest one to judge because it's just blind on that initial drift. Like right here, this drift, just can't see anything. Much sliding here, yep. Good drift to open. Bad turn there, but still going good. That's not good. Keep going though. How is that? Oh, man. You know that Tech Cuppa with mods a few days ago, why it was AT so awful? I can't tell you why it was so bad, but that's just what the author said it in. Even though it's probably a rhetorical question, but yeah, AT there was super easy. I got it on my first attempt playing it today. Definitely the easiest one in a very long time. It's way over drift. What was I doing there? Yeah, I don't know. How am I getting such an inside line there? First ever AT? Well, everyone's got to start somewhere. I mean, my first AT was probably on a super easy track as well. What the hell's going on there? Gonna play Cup of the Day? No, I will play the Track of the Day. Just not join the Cup. No pun intended, but it's really not my cup of tea. I think like all time I've maybe played like 30 Cup of the Days max. Just really haven't enjoyed it all that much. Hopefully today's Track of the Day isn't anything with speed, because apparently today I'm just awful at it. That was pretty slow. That's probably going to cost me the author time there as well. Or not, just barely got it. Alright, Mango Tango. Let's take a look at the Reddit here for Mango Tango. What did people think of this? Saf showing these youngsters out there that you can make maps without putting dirt everywhere. Best, in my opinion, best track of the day yet by a large margin. After about an hour grinding, people talking about dirt. One of my favorite track of the days so far, really fun to play, but at the same time I found it exhausting to hunt for some reason. Need a good level of focus to avoid messing up, as some lines are very tight, especially when you have high speed. Awesome map. Fantastic track. Great track. This map is... Yeah, nothing for Cup of the Day really works for me, honestly. I try to have a good time in it, but it's just never really worked out for me as far as enjoyment goes. Next AT we're going here is Ghostly Boardwalk. It is from June 20th of 2022. Ah, dude. Okay, well, this one might not be as easy as it looks, because this was one that people hunted the heck out of when the wood update first dropped. And this was like super high grip, high speed. So this is a deceiving amount of people with the AT here. I'm kind of mad at myself for not doing the same. Probably could have got a few tracks much easier if I did it when the wood update first dropped. Mm, 47,246. I doubt I'm gonna be able to find anyone super close to that besides maybe here. Happy Walk has a 45. Doesn't seem like new wood physics. Just trying to see who's got like the fastest here, but that's about the fastest one I'm gonna find. So world record might have been 44 or something. So definitely still a somewhat easy AT here, but probably not one I'm gonna get in the next 7 minutes. So we're gonna go on to this one here. Not RPG, the Sheep Mints from May 3rd of 2021. Oh, where am I going? Seems easy enough. That's right, any more toward the right there. Ah, baited again to the left. Ah, you need to actually drift there. Well, if you don't have the speed for one part, you're pretty much screwed for everything else, it seems. Two inside. I forget what's coming up. Ah, it's too wide there. Yeah, I had to release. It's going to cost me the AT. Fast, I don't think this is going to be it, though. 16 thousandths. That's bad. And I clipped. Dang it. The jumps onto the larger flat areas are super awkward. The angle is just not there. Interesting stuff there. Not sure exactly what happened. All right, that should be it. Easy enough. All right, let's look at this one real quick on Reddit, see what people are saying. Oh, that was on display capture the whole time. Let's just put in this because this is all I remember. 8 comments. Here for the salts. Could have been a cool map if the edge of the road wouldn't roll a dice to see if you get astronauts every time you drove over it. Fair enough. Really love the little stories with the builders. Drift over the tunnel sucks. Yeah, not a whole lot going on with the Reddit comments. It was an alright track. I agree with the side of the roads. You know, there is a bit of a dice roll there with slowdowns. It's also just a little bit annoying as well to just keep driving over it. Should have just been a flat border there. Like I said, I didn't really care for the jumps onto the larger flat areas. Like this one here. So this one it wasn't as bad as this grass jump. This one was pretty rough. The jump off of it was also pretty rough as well, but not terrible, but not great either. All right, today's track of the day. What do we got? Silent Wings by Spec. Probably should take a quick break. Looks like we got grass, which is good for me because I am good at grass. And looks like some people already have AT, so I might be able to get this one. We'll see. But I'm going to take a break. And I shall be back fairly shortly. All right, we are back. GPS behind, maybe? Nope. GPS over here. Couple of strange looking jumps so far. All right, let's see what we can do. This opening already feels super awkward. Yeah, I don't know about this opening. Just absolutely no directions here. Completely blind, and that as well. I don't like this start. Like, it feels almost luck-based whether or not you're getting this grip here. And if you don't get it, you just go flying into the wall. This also is not great there. So you didn't get the immediate grip, just to go sliding into the wall. Yeah, just can't see anything there. People are not going to like this one. It's going to be way too difficult. You have to have so many, like, perfect setups everywhere. That's such a bad transition. Not sure why there's just a random fence there either. Like, that would be such a good line there, but there's just a fence. What the hell is that? Like, I'm being forced to take this ultra shitty wide line. There's just no time to make this turn either. Is there a list somewhere of old Track of the Day AT that are impossible because of ice physics change? If there is one, I'm not really sure where it is. Sure, you could probably search on the Trackmania Reddit. There's probably discussions there. I don't think there's that many, though. Some are going to be much more difficult than they used to be. But I don't think there's really all that many that are actually impossible. I know Midori's impossible. That's the only one that I know of. So yeah, if there's a list, I don't know of it. So hard to see when you're coming up to that part where the actual ledge is. What is this turn, dude? My day's going alright. Been really just doing the same thing all day, just grinding track of the day ATs. Got quite a few of them. Now we're playing today's track of the day. Just after checkpoint 3, are you able to jump and dodge a bit more of the penalty grass? 1, 2... It's really 3 here. I mean, yeah, you could probably go here and then jump that. It's tough to say whether it's worth it or not. Like airtime versus a little bit more grip, even though penalty grass slows you down. We can see. Unless you're talking about a different checkpoints. It almost seems kind of a wash. Just based on that attempt. I hate that there's that fence there, man. It just doesn't need to exist. I need to see what the GPS does there. 'Cause that end seems awful. You just cannot make that turn. Where's my mouse? 236 entering that. So I'm actually faster than the GPS there. This turn is just so ass with that transition. Not making that. Damn. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. It is a little bit safer than the strat I was going for, just because it's really hard to see the edge of that transition. So I might just go for that jump from now on anyway. Damn it. Tiny bit of airtime. Really? 43 people have AT here already? It's quite surprising. I don't get the end at all. That part is also, it just feels like shit to drive. Like, I get airtime here every single time. I feel like I'm just too fast for that parts. This part is all that, it's just completely scuffed. There's no reason why that should exist. Drives so terribly. Dang. You can get a lot of time at the start already. This section is so bad. The entire end after this checkpoint. Like, there's 3 parts of this map that I think are bad. This opening jump into the grass is pretty bad. It's super finicky on whether or not you get grip or not. Feels terrible. This turn into this jump here is pretty damn bad. And then the entire end after this checkpoint just sucks ass. Like, there's such little room for error from, like, this entire road section all the way to the very finish line. Can narrowly make it through here. This turn you always get airtime on unless you're absolutely perfect. There's this little bump here to start this grass part if you're not in the perfect position. I feel like they could have done so much better. I know Spec is a better mapper than that. These super tedious parts of tracks are just not fun to drive. Like, if you're off by just a fraction, like, everything just goes to shit. don't know where I can get another half a second. I wish this checkpoint was at the start of the road here. I think it would have been so much better there, because then I could actually get a lineup here. They also have one right after the road, too. I don't know what I'm missing. I know I can have a better start. They release there to get a more inside line, I guess. Completely cut that corner. How in the world do they keep grip there? Every time I even go close to that far outside, I get no grip. Ah, they do get airtime. But not that much. Yeah, I wish I liked this one more than I do, but like, as of right now, there's one super bad part in my opinion. The rest, maybe I'm just not understanding, but That part right there is just not good. Dang it. It would have been nice to have the PB Ghost. It wasn't AT by any means, but... I feel like I'm losing all my time on that turn right there. Like, I literally don't know what the hell I'm meant to do. My landing, turn, and jump, everything there is just completely wrong. Pretty bad. Not the greatest PB goes to have, because I was slow on so many parts of it besides the end. Yeah, I think the GPS has the wrong line at the end. The world record line at the end is way better. Okay. Ah, that could have been good if I just committed to the inside. Oh, that air. Still faster somehow. That was a horrible turn, though. Damn, I threw that one. Bad turn here again. Oh, just too late. Oh, are you joking? Two freaking pixels away from keeping grip there. I lost the gear. Are you freaking kidding me? I hate this fucking... There's just no room to make this, because you have to go so inside on the left there in order to make it the next turn. So there's just nothing you can do. You pretty much have to risk it. Unless you're super slow. At least we finally got a full run in. Most of my time here is just coming from the start. way too wide. I'll have more speed, but literally doesn't do anything for us. Kind of a slow ending. Because that grass transition is just not smooth. Just need to be a tiny bit further to the left there. Not good. The numbers on the car, if that's what you're talking about, it's called Diegetic Information Display. Let's see if I can pull it up here. It's pretty nice. I don't really look at it all that much. I just think it looks cool and it's good for the viewer as well, because if they're watching the car, they can more easily see the stuff. Yeah, you can put a ton of different information on it. I think there's 8 different spots for info, if I'm not mistaken. Surprised more people don't use it. I always get asked about it. And it looks really nice. Do these show how many people install it? Download 6,000. It's not bad, I guess. I wish it could be seen in replays. So I think it would look sick for video edits in the replay editor. It would look really nice on the car. I hate this fence thing here. The amount of times I've hit my front left tire on it. Like, it's just perfectly in the way. Very end of it. Alright, come on, man. We only need, what? 0.04? And it's really all in the first half of the track. I can gain some at the end too, because my last little bit, that unsmooth grass transition. I mean, it's completely up to you. There's easy authors, hard authors. I mean, you can just set yourself like a point at which you go for them. Like if you get this better track of the day plugin, you can sort by what you're missing and then sort by most ATs. You can be like, if you're only comfortable getting anything with 1,000 people that have it, you can go for those. Like personally, I'm fairly comfortable getting anything that has like 200 or more people with ATs. That's generally what I'm fairly comfortable getting. I could get some of these that have like 100 or so, but they'll be much more of a challenge. Like today's track of the day is probably going to have around 200, 250 people with AT. So I should be able to get this one. Really just about your personal goals. I mean, I started out for like the first few months of my playtime in the game, I only hunted golds, maybe even up to a year. And then golds eventually became trivial, so I stopped caring about just getting golds. It's really just up to you and how much you want to push yourself. I wouldn't say there's one set skill level that you should hold yourself to try to move up. If you think of an author is out of reach, then it might be out of reach. You can always go back to it. Yeah, I have about 1,500 hours in the game right now. So if you want to give yourself a comparison to that, maybe. What I'm comfortable with and what you may be comfortable with at your current time and skill level. Also, you don't have to, like, challenge yourself to just a medal. You can also challenge yourself to like positions on a track, especially for track of the days. You'd be like, I want to get top 1000s or top like 500s. And even if that's not what the medals are set at, I mean, you're still giving yourself something to strive for. This game, it's really hard to compare yourself against other people. Especially the top players, because they have tens of thousands of hours in this game. And past games as well. They have so much experience that you'll pretty much never be able to do. Maybe I shouldn't say never be able to do. I mean, that's kind of unfair. I don't know what kind of time anybody wants to put into the game and how much, dedication they have to getting better. Come on, man. Come on. What do we got? We got 30 minutes to get this, basically. Probably would have had it if I wasn't streaming. I don't know what it is about streaming, but it drives so much worse. Too many distractions. That just means I gotta stream more and get used to it. Instead of streaming on my previous pace of like once a month. Me too wide. I hate this turn so much, man. I can make up so much in the end, like 0.2. I just need a better start. I'm not getting this one very well. That one was decent, but still behind. I just can't match my midsection. There's no way I clipped anything there, man. Getting a slowdown because their wheel went 1 pixel over the edge of something is so stupid. You get a slowdown, you get an acceleration penalty. It's just, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Now that airtime. Hey, thanks, Capstad. I feel like I should have had this already. Wait, like, where's my speed there, man? Much penalty grass. There we go. Finally. Now we got a little bit more time to try to grind that down. But not happy with how long that took me to get. Way too wide. I can have a better end still. It's pretty slow. No. Oh, that's painful. I mean, I threw a different part of this run as well. Probably could have had super low 0.3, maybe even a high 0.2 on that one. No way. Ah, this end, man. So much of your time here just comes on that freaking turn right there. It's crazy. Like, if you don't get the jump there perfectly and you're on a little bit of penalty grass, you lose so much. Come on, man. Like, I really feel like I can get a 0.2 here. How do I keep getting that little jump, man? I'm also not having my good starts anymore. I feel like I was constantly ahead, and now I can't keep pace at all. How was that -7? There's no way I lost the gear either there, man. What is that? Ah. Apparently I just cannot do this part anymore. I don't understand how I'm losing speed there with that. Way too wide there because I was too fast. Alright, we got a few more attempts in us here, but I have to keep going here. See, like, that whole section is just predetermined on how much speed you have. If you're too fast, you literally just can't do shit. You're literally punished for doing too well. Yeah, I mean, I had to push that. No other option. Being tied with my PB, I had to try to squeak by some time somewhere. Nope. You just can't correct. If you're not on the right line immediately, you just can't correct there. The grass just does not have enough grip to do so. So you have to set it up perfectly. Yeah, if you're on that line, you eat too much penalty grass. But if you try to correct up, you just can't correct back in the small amount of time you have. So you just hit the pole. It's so annoying. Boy, if only there wasn't a fence there for absolutely no reason. That would be fantastic. I'll take it. Ah, man, I wanted a 0.2 so bad. At least it's a PB. It's a super low 0.3. Man, I wanted that 0.2, but we're gonna have to keep it at that. All right. That's gonna be it for the stream today. What did we all get done here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ATs today. Not too bad. All things considered. Did we not get the champ medal today? What is the champ medal here? I feel like top 50 it should be champ medal. It's top 26? Jesus. Okay, well, most likely not getting the champ medal today. That's crazy. But yeah, 10 ATs. Got a difficult one to end off here. Not too bad. Thanks to everyone who came out and watched. Much appreciated. Thanks for the follows. If anyone subscribed on YouTube, I don't know. I don't have notifications for that, but appreciate everyone on YouTube as well. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back next week. There will be no short on Monday. US holiday, so I'll be taking time off. Plus, I got a lot of work to do this weekend anyway, which will probably bleed into Monday, so yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, hopefully back next week at some points, maybe Tuesday, but seems like for the most part I've been streaming Fridays, so maybe we'll be back Friday. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you guys next time.